In today's video, we're going to talk about the Bank of America Business Unlimited Cash Credit Card. This is going to be for my business owners, entrepreneurs, founders, aspiring business owners, those who are looking to deploy some type of capital into their business without relying on SBA loans, business lines of credit, business loans, or maybe you may or may not qualify. My name is Steven. I'm the host of the channel. In our channel, we talk about personal credit, business credit, personal finance, things that are going to help you guys catapult your credit journey when it comes to business funding, business credit tips, even how to buy a car under your business name and how to basically leverage credit for your benefit and how to maximize the United States credit system. So today we're going to talk about that business credit card and how it can basically, help you all. There are some prerequisites for the card, right? So one of the prerequisites is existing relationship, right? Bank of America is a nationwide lender or nationwide bank, but on their business side, they do prioritize relationships before applying for this type of credit card, right? So this is going to be personal checking account, business checking account, personal credit card, maybe a CD, maybe even sometimes being an authorized user on somebody else's account can help you get approved for this particular credit card. Another prerequisite is going to be your personal credit, which is basically the foundation. So you do want to have a personal credit score of 700 or preferably 720 or higher. Why is personal credit play a part in this? Simply because you're a personal guarantor. And if you're watching this video, you don't know what a personal guarantor is. That simply just means that the banks will allow you to get business credit cards, right? They don't report to your personal credit. So if you max them out, it's not going to damage your credit by bringing down your score because of utilization. However, they're extending credit to you uncollateralized. So there's no car you have to give up, no home you have to give up. And so the way they make the trade is saying, hey, we're going to give you this credit, but if you default, we're going to put this derogatory item on your personal credit score. So I always tell all of my clients and all my members, if you can simply just make sure you at least pay the minimum payment if times get hard, preferably pay the card off in full, even though it is a 0% card. The banks love when you do pay your payments in full. However, just make sure you are not missing any payments and whatnot. So yes, you have to be a personal guarantor. You have to have over a 700 plus credit score. And ideally, the banks, if you want to get the best bang for your buck after having a relationship for at least 60 days, I would recommend you bring down your personal credit card balances below 10%. I know we talk about 30% all the time and people talk about that all the time. But if you look at your credit profile, look at it as an individual revolving credit line and look at every single one of your credit cards and get that balance reporting anywhere between 1 to 10%. So a couple things happen. You'll see your score skyrocket, right? You'll probably see your score as high as it's ever been. You don't look as risky to the banks because now your balances are down. It shows that you know how to keep your balances low and leverage your credit. And it also allows them to give you the higher limits and you're not basically shortening yourself by applying and only getting a 3 to 5K limit. You want to go in trying to get a 10 to 15 to 20K limit, etc. So you do want to optimize your credit profile first. If that's something that you need some assistance with, right below in the description, you guys can book a call with myself and my team. I'm probably going to be the one on the call with you guys, just kind of helping you optimize your credit, seeing what your funding options are. But feel free to, click the link in the description. Another thing that you want to do is make sure that even though you may have a 700 credit score, make sure there's no open derogatory account. So no late payments, no charge-offs, no collections. If you do have any collections, preferably get those removed. If you have any, charge-offs from a long time ago, preferably get those removed. And then if you have any recent late payments that are under 2 years old, I recommend you get those removed as well by partnering with a reputable credit repair company. And there's plenty all over. If you need some recommendations, put it in the chat. I can recommend you guys some. But you want to go in completely optimized so you have the higher chance approval for this card, right? So who does this card apply to? This applies to people who own an LLC. You can also do a sole prop, not recommended, but you can do a sole prop. If you have a corporation, you can apply. We specifically don't do any nonprofits. We primarily handle for-profit businesses. So just make sure you have an entity set up. And preferably, if you have an entity that's over 2 years old, it does help out as well. I've seen Bank of America allow brand new entities to apply. Sometimes you may not get the highest limit, but if you have an existing entity or maybe you set one up and you forgot to pay the annual filing fee and you just simply need to reinstate it, I would highly recommend you do that as well in combination with having good credit, in combination with also having a relationship with Bank of America so you can apply, right? So those are some of the prerequisites I recommend before, applying for the card. So let's just kind of jump right into it. All right. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to the Bank of America website. and simply go over to see here, business. And we're going to find where they have business credit cards. So let's see if we can come here, all products, and we can go cashback rewards credit cards. All right. And with these small business cards, the first one is actually the one that we're talking about today. So the Business Advantage Unlimited Cash Reward Business Credit Card. And as of right now, 2026, February 2026, there is a $300 online cash rewards bonus offer plus unlimited 1.5% cash back. And also the great thing about this card, there is no annual fee. So there's no there's no yearly recurring payment to keep the card, which is fantastic, right? So let's go to that card itself and kind of see some of the other pros and cons. So with the Business Advantage Unlimited Cash Rewards card, right now they have the $300 cash rewards bonus, and then you earn 1.5% cash back on purchases, right? So that means that if you are using it for your business expenses, gas, working capital, payroll, inventory, etc., you will earn 1.5% cash back, or you can actually earn 2.62% cash back on all purchases if you have a Bank of America business checking account and qualify for preferred rewards for business platinum honors tier, which is basically based on how much money you leave in your account, right? They do it in tiers. So 20,000 is one, or 20 to 25,000 is one, and 50,000 other, 100,000 other. So we can do a video on that if you would like to know more about their tier structure based on how much you have in your business checking account. We can talk about that as well. And so how do you redeem your cash rewards? You can deposit into your checking account, or you can issue it as a statement to your credit card balance, depending on what you guys would do. I'm also a big fan of leveraging cashback or points for travel, but some people just want that cashback, which is no problem at all. And also, this card is 0% for 7 months. So 7 billing cycles, you have literally no interest on any purchases at all. So if you get this card and you get a great limit and you max it out, and you leave a balance on it monthly recurring, as long as you're paying your minimum monthly payment, which typically is about 1% of your balance, you'll never have to worry about paying interest for at least the first 7 billing cycles. After that, yes, it does go up. It's going to be anywhere between 16.74 to 26%, depending on your credit worthiness at the time of application. And they'll let you know what that is. And also, this online offer may not be available if you leave this page. You can do this online. You can actually do this over the phone, or you could visit your nearest Bank of America branch if you have one, right? Which leads me into where our Bank of America branches at. So let me show you guys really quick. So I use a website called bankbranchlocator.com, and this is going to show you where all of your regular lending institutions are. So these are going to be Bank of America, Chase, Truist, PNC, etc. Not your credit unions. This is only just for big banks, no credit unions. They have a website for credit unions, but that's for another video, right? So what you can do is, if you want to go in branch to apply for your business checking account, leverage the bank branch locator, even though you can do it online, because there are some states where Bank of America is located and also some states where they aren't located. So we'll simply go here, and I'll start from the beginning, bankbranchlocator.com, and then you go right here, or you can type in Bank of America. But if you simply go right here to the logo, you can click on that. Make sure you're on Bank of America. And sometimes this data is not populated as of today. Sometimes it's a little behind, but Bank of America has been around for a long time, so this shouldn't be a problem. And this map right here shows you where your Bank of America footprint of branches are. That doesn't mean that they don't lend to the states that are not located here, right? That means that they don't have an actual physical branch there. So if you look, Bank of America is heavy in majority of the entire United States. So if you live in one of these states, simply come to your state where you live, and let's just say you live in Colorado. So you simply click Colorado, and it'll show you the different cities where your nearest branch is at. So if you live in Castle Rock, there's only one branch there. You'll click that. You'll find exactly where it's located right here. It'll give you a little brief history on the how long it's been there, the hours of operation. Like, for example, today's Friday, they close at 4 p.m. And what I would strongly recommend you do is, this office address is here, right, in Castle Rock. Contact that bank and reach out to their business relationship manager and schedule an appointment for you to open up that business checking account. And what you want to take with you is going to be your articles of organization or certificate of organization, even sometimes having something that's a certificate of good standing, so they won't have to go online and look for it, as well as your EIN letter and your ID, and those should suffice to be able to open up a business checking account. And also some money, right? You don't have to bring in $2 or $3, $5,000. Just bring in, bring in $100 just to open up a checking account so you can establish that relationship. And then, like I said, you want to apply for that credit card about 60 days after. And simply what you'll do is you can, apply right online. You would go to apply now. Once you have that business checking account set up, you can log into your business checking account. It should go there now. Let's see here. Okay, so right here it says Bank of America customer, save time and pre-fill your application so you can actually log in and you don't have to enter all of this data here to apply for the card. We're not going to go over every single item that's required to apply for it. I just wanted to give you guys an overview of what it looks like to apply for their card. So recapping, you want to make sure that you have a business checking account. Credit score is over 700 and completely optimized with low balances and no derogatories. As well as having your active entity. So whether it's a new entity or entity that's over 2 years old, you want to make sure that it is active. So if you have to reinstate, feel free to reinstate it online. And this is going to be one of the cards that I would apply for, a part of maybe your funding sequence. It is only 0% for 7 months, 7 billing cycles. So this is going to be one of those ones where you're not going to leave a revolving balance for at least a year. This is going to be one of those ones where you literally apply, use the business credit card and use it for what you can, get your cash back, get your rewards points. And you should be fine to deploy that into marketing, paid ads, etc. So with that being said, if you have any comments, suggestions, post below in the chat. If there's a certain personal or business credit card or line of credit or any type of product that you guys want me to do a review on, please post it in the comment section or the chat section. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel as I'll be dropping more videos soon. Take care. Peace.